That's the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. It's a swirling vortex twice the size of Texas, and as of 2018, it's estimated to contain 79,000 metric tons of plastic. And look, if you really squint, you can see it. Bed, Bath, and Beyond. Now, we're not saying that Bed Bath & Beyond is the main supplier to the complex environmental issues related to the pollution and destabilization of ocean ecosystems, such as algal blooms, ocean heating, and chemical imbalances. But with dozens of suppliers, large and small, to their over 1,500 storefronts worldwide, there's little doubt that Bed Bath & Beyond is part of the value chain. Historically, your company has been a leader in sustainability, minimizing materials and energy wasted on processes related to your supply chain on an internal level, using recycled packaging, exploring clean energy, demonstrating a general awareness of the impact that Bed Bath & Beyond and its suppliers has on the ocean environment. However, this has increasingly become par for the course as the industry as a whole has raised environmental standards and shifted business practices towards preserving ocean ecosystems. And ecosystems don't simply refer to wildlife. It refers to us, people, fishermen, tourists, children living in coastal communities, ocean conservancy groups, your stakeholders. That's why we come before you today. We're here as a coalition to inform Bed Bath & Beyond that you have a corporate responsibility to match your environmental efforts on an external scale to your internal efforts. This means social work, outreach events, raising awareness. These are the needs that, as a diverse group of stakeholders interested in the ocean environmental standards, we demand to be met.
Hi, I'm Chase Winter from Club Med Resorts.
Hi, I'm Garrett Stoller. As a coastal fisherman who has seen firsthand the negative impacts of ocean dumping on my community's industry, I've taken it upon myself to represent coastal communities' best interests in this coalition. Fishing is a nearly $90 billion a year industry in the United States and sustains over 1.5 million jobs. Coastal communities rely heavily on fishing to maintain healthy local economies and sustain thousands of lives. Due to continued waste runoff and plastic disposal in the ocean, some of the most commonly fished sea creatures are being killed off, indirectly due to environmental degradation, and directly as a result of physical contact with the trash. There are already issues with overfishing of many key market fish, and we cannot afford to carelessly sacrifice more big earners. This could cripple once bustling towns as it influences members of the entire fishing supply chain throughout whole communities. This includes fishermen, storage facilities and wholesalers who employ entire workforces themselves, and restaurants who provide services to their own stakeholders who will be negatively affected, each with everyone affected scrambling to supplement their own incomes. Issues in fishing have created a lack of a sense of job control in these communities, and this further poses a threat to productivity. And all of this will impact Bed Bath & Beyond. Bed Bath & Beyond's highest concentrations of its 1,500 storefronts are positioned along the Pacific coast of California, the southern shores of the Gulf of Mexico, and coastal Florida and surrounding the Great Lakes, and along the Atlantic coast of the eastern United States. The one-stop shop stores, with their accommodating prices and vast inventories, have become the go-to furnishing suppliers of these communities, and the economic health of these communities has a direct impact on the economic health of the home goods store.
As mentioned, I'm Chase Winter of Club Med Resorts. I'm teaming up with Ocean Conservancy today and the local community to voice my concerns over Bed Bath & Beyond's ocean pollution. I'm connected to your company since we both operate in the same community, and resorts are negatively impacted by our plastic pollution. As stated, 14 billion pounds of pollution fill our oceans each year. The formerly iconic beauty of the Pacific, Atlantic, and Gulf Coast has been greatly tarnished, and tourism in coastal communities has suffered greatly. Tourism fuels many of these smaller local economies, and its decline has been felt far and wide. The compromised beauty combined with bacteria and viruses in the water have reduced visitor statistics and have forced the shutdown of resort beaches all over the country. All the resorts, hotels, restaurants, boardwalks in our community lose millions of dollars as a result of these shutdowns. It has been calculated that each person that visits a beach per day brings $35 in revenue. If the beach closes and thousands of people don't come, the economic environment will deteriorate. Gary and I agreed that if we voiced our concerns to you individually, your company would be less receptive. So we united to represent the interests of the coastal communities as a whole. We as a community are an extremely salient stakeholder due to the legitimacy of our cause and power in the eyes of the world. and the urgency of our predicament. If Bed Bath & Beyond does not heed our recommendations, we can implore communities to utilize our economic power by boycotting surrounding Bed Bath & Beyonds, driving down your sales and profitability. As valued political constituents, communities can use our votes and political power to push local legislators to pass disposal regulations. Finally, ocean health and environmental regulations are some of the most widely championed causes today. Demonstrating a commitment to fulfilling the corporate social responsibility of maintaining fragile global ecosystems will likely result in the use of informational power through community praise over social media, which will greatly help the company's image. Club Image Resorts is dedicated to clean use of the oceans. Thus, we have developed a relationship with the community when it comes to clean use of the ocean. This is a powerful coalition because of the amount of people this community represents. And although we are diverse and do not agree on everything, we can rally around one thing: the ocean.
Hi, I'm Alex Munteanu. I'm part of the government relations team here at Ocean Conservancy. Founded in 1972, Ocean Conservancy is a nonprofit environmental support group based in Washington, D.C. Since our inception, protecting the health of the ocean has been our #1 goal. As we say here at Ocean Conservancy, if the ocean isn't healthy, neither are we. We work to protect vital marine ecosystems, defend critical legislation, enforce accountability of world leaders, and rally the world's largest effort to keep our beaches trash-free. Without the cooperation of large corporations like Bed Bath & Beyond, our goal may never be attainable. One of the most powerful tools we have on our side is our ability to influence legislation. Large firms, such as yourself, produce way too much waste, and your operations take a toll on the ocean's health. If your company is unwilling to cut back on waste and improve your sustainability when it comes to our oceans, we can easily lobby for legislation that will provide strict regulations on the negative externalities you produce. These restrictions will affect your supply chain, waste management, energy efficiency, and costs, with the overall goal of making Bed Bath & Beyond more sustainable. With over 1 million members and supporters, Ocean Conservancy makes sure their voices are heard on Capitol Hill. Many of these members are the fishermen, general population, and tourist businesses of our beloved coastal communities. We work closely with these areas to ensure that their needs are met so that their way of life is not endangered by the unsustainable practices of large firms. Naturally, a coalition between Ocean Conservancy and the residents of coastal communities is an effective partnership for improving the quality of our ocean. As a coalition, we contrast your organization because we feel that the longevity of our planet and our oceans is more important than making a profit. With programs focused on ocean acidification, ocean climate, protecting the Arctic, restoring the Gulf of Mexico, smart ocean planning, sustainable fisheries, and trash-free seas, Ocean Conservancy is effective at working to achieve all aspects relating to the United Nations Goal number 14.
Hello, I'm Tellez, and I'm here to present possible solutions. So the first solution we would like to recommend is a new practice. Actually, it's basically rewarding customers to return the waste and packaging associated with the sale of inventory. The rewards can take forms of discounts to be applied towards future purchases. As a coalition, we don't want to be suggesting solutions. We also want to be actively involved in solutions. So we would like to extend these discounts to Club Med, who's being negatively impacted by the issue at hand. So such as you return your packaging to Bed Bath & Beyond, and you also receive 20% off a night stay at Club Med. This also provides financial incentives for customers to either stay at Club Med or also to return to Bed Bath & Beyond. The second practice we'd like to suggest is a partnership with 4Ocean. We would like to promote their environmentally friendly product by selling their bracelets through our retail stores, but also through Of a Kind, Bed Bath & Beyond's specialty jewelry store. For every purchase of the bracelet, which costs $20, 4Ocean removes 1 pound of trash from the ocean. In less than 2 years, 4Ocean has removed over 2 million pounds from the ocean. Imagine the impact that partnering with a firm such as Bed Bath & Beyond can do to this. Another practice we'd like to recommend is for Bed Bath & Beyond to sponsor beach cleanup events. At these events, we could offer customers rewards based on the amount they've collected. We can track this amount using Ocean Conservancy's app, CleanSwell, which basically you take a picture of the trash you collected and you can upload it, and you can either share with your friends and family or see how other people are collecting trash. Besides the trash collected from this event, it also raises awareness of the issue and also involves Bed Bath & Beyond actively in the community. A change to the existing practices now. We highly commend the program you currently have with Worldwide Environmental and Regulatory Committee, which regulates all manufacturers through your whole supply chain to ensure they're maintaining standards. But a change we'd like to see is, currently you have the supply chain self-report the practices. We would like to see that go from self-report to audits. So we want Worldwide Environmental and Regulatory Committee to send representatives to actually go and analyze their practices. This eliminates the possibility of cheating or misreporting data and also ensures the compliance with environmental standards. The last change we'd like to see is, we already see how Bed Bath & Beyond offers environmentally friendly products, but we'd like for the prices to change on their products to reflect their negative or positive externality on the environment. This is to say, if a product is made from recyclable goods, we want it to be priced cheaper, and if a product has an especially bad effect on the environment, we want it to price higher. This provides economic incentives for suppliers to develop greener products, and it also provides an economy for customers to buy greener products.
You've heard from members of coastal communities and environmental advocacy groups in a coalition that has the economic, informational, and political power to enact real change. And that change starts with Bed Bath & Beyond. The Ocean Conservancy Coalition would like to see your company sponsor environmental renewability programs, such as partnerships with reclamation companies and coastline cleaning events, while taking on a greater responsibility for sustainability of your suppliers and products. We believe that these sustainable practices will meet today's needs while preparing to meet those of the future, and will not only benefit the United Nations goal of improving life below water, but also increase shareholder value for your company. Thank you for your time.